Devil want a nigga show. I beat that nigga 1,000 times in a row.
I'm not finna let y'all keep playing in my face. And I'm not finna let this nigga keep playing in my face either. So, since y'all hoes so worried about it, yes, this nigga Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and shit. Stop lying. Why lie? Everybody in the car arguing. I'm in the front seat. This nigga in the back seat. I get out the car. I'm done arguing. I don't want to argue no more. I get out. I'm walking away. This nigga from out the back seat of the car started shooting me.
Do y'all want me to just sit here and just allow my name to be assassinated, my character to be assassinated, everything that I worked for to get here to just be assassinated?
Boy, if this is not a perfect example of when shit goes wrong, I don't know what is. And I'm talking about when things go wrong in a relationship. Okay? You know how most relationships start out as all lovey-dovey, hunky-dory. The sex is magical. You feel like you want to be with this person forever. That type of stuff. And then somewhere along the line, you end up becoming each other's enemies. I can't stand this mother. I gotta go. Or this person has to go. So seems the relationship between Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. However, it got to a point where things happened, and now we're looking at Tory, who is facing quite an amount of time behind prison bars. The timeline of events leading up to the Tory Lanez assault trial, published December 5th of 2022. Goya Hayward put this together for us, and we're going to get into the details. Jeez, man. Before I say anything, right, I remember one time, you know, they say that Tory is very short in real life, and he has like a Napoleon complex. I don't know how true it is. I've never been around him. But before we get into the real story, I heard Tory say one time that Megan can't take no dick. And I'm thinking to myself, his little tiny self, and Megan looks like tall as hell over him. And what could he have been doing for him to come away with the notion that she can't take no dick? I wanted to tell him that, hey, Tory, sometimes, right, these girls or ladies, she'll act up a little bit. She'll make you feel like you the man. It's boosting your fragile ego and and helping you to enhance your self-confidence. That time, but hey, that's neither here nor there. So, jury selection has finally begun for rapper Tory Lanez assault trial 2 years after he allegedly shot rapper Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. Now, y'all know how that goes already. Some people are saying he didn't. Some people are saying he did. I'm just amazed that someone got shot, and the person who got shot pointed to somebody and said, he shot me, and that person is not behind bars. That part I'm amazed at, especially the fact that it's a black man and a gun crime. But it's black on black crime, so I don't expect too much to come out of it, and I expect it to move at slow motion. Needless to say, Tory and Megan, their relationship has deteriorated over the years. It's been 2 years now, and now they are staunch enemies pretty much in social media, even cutting off people who might have been mutual friends, forcing mutual friends to pick sides. So, Tory Lanez is facing charges of felony assault with a semi-automatic firearm and carrying a concealed firearm in a vehicle. Tory says, I didn't do it. Ask her who shot her. Tell you the truth. She knows that I didn't, and everybody else in that vehicle that night knows that I didn't do it. Why would she want to throw Tory under the bus? I don't know. Again, sideline for a minute before I get into this. There's a conspiracy theory kind of thinking saying out there that says that Tory Lanez pulled away from major record labels. There are a lot of them that are trying to get to him. They're using Megan to try to humble him. So he has to sign one of these deals. I don't know if y'all know it, but Tory owns all his stuff. And he went completely independent after his contract expired with said big name record label. Now that means nobody is going to be eating off of me. I'm going to be making all these millions by myself, and I'm not sharing. Hey, I've seen them kill artists for publishing rights and all that other stuff, so it's not far-fetched. However, let's get back to the meat of the matter and this details. He has pleaded not guilty. If Tory is convicted, he could face up to 22 years in prison. From conflicting testimonies to rescheduled hearings to the involvement of fan bases and even fellow musicians, the hip-hop scene has been divided over this particular case. With opening arguments getting ready to begin, once the 12 jurors are selected, here are key events that had led up to this moment and what we should expect later on. This story will be updated with more critical moments throughout the trial. It says I will stay with this publication. NPR, I suggest that you stay with them as well and try to get, if you're into this type of thing. So, April 23rd of 2020, a footage of Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. They were hanging out together during the heights of the pandemic when health officials asked people to actually social distance. They were social distancing together. Tory was popping on IG. I don't know if y'all remember that. And people looked forward to it because it was lively. Even without Megan there, Tory had us going in. Tory is a triple threat. He could sing, he can rap, he's very comedic and entertaining as well. And then he added Megan to his live, and it was like a whole show. It was like getting a concert during the pandemic. So, July 12th, 2020, Tory Lanez is pulled over and he's arrested for carrying a concealed firearm in his vehicle. Megan Thee Stallion, who is present during the arrest, is taken to the hospital because of a foot injury. In what TMZ reported was footage of the arrest, a person can be heard in the video saying, "Megan, are you okay?" July 15th, 2020. In a since deleted Instagram post, Megan Thee Stallion says that she suffered gunshot wounds the night of Tory Lanez's arrest. On Sunday morning, I suffered gunshot wounds as a result of a crime that was committed against me and done with the intention to physically harm me. This is what she wrote. I was never arrested. The police officer drove me to the hospital where I underwent surgery to remove the bullets. And when she came on and said that shit, all of us was like, whoa, whoa. July 17th, 2020. Megan Thee Stallion discusses the backlash that she received since coming out and revealing what happened. Because she said, Tory Lanez shot me. Plain like that. And everybody was like, oh shit, Tory Lanez shot me? Tory's going to prison. He's going to prison. So she started discussing the backlash because people started turning their backs on her. Yo, bitch ass, you trying to set that man up, blah, blah, blah. She said, it might be funny to y'all on the internet and just another messy topic for you to talk about, but this is my real life. And I'm real life hurt and traumatized. That's what she wrote on Twitter, right? Then she went, I remember Tina Snow putting up stuff like black women are so unprotected and we hold so many things in to protect the feelings of others without considering our own. It might be funny to y'all on the internet and just another messy topic for you to talk about, but this is my real life and I'm real life hurt and traumatized. Wow. Tina Snow, aka Megan Thee Stallion. August 20th of 2020, Megan Thee Stallion publicly identified Tory Lanez as the person who shot her. August 20th of 2020, she publicly came out and said, Tory Lanez shot me. There, I said it. And everybody's mouth hit the damn ground. She said, you shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs, lying and shit. Stop lying. Why lie? I don't understand. I tried to keep the situation off the internet, but you're dragging it, is what she said. September 25th, 2020, Tory Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, he releases Daystar, an album right after in the midst of all this happening, packed with lyrics that asserts his innocence and casts doubt on whether Megan Thee Stallion was actually shot. How the fuck you get shot in your foot? Don't hit no bones or tendons. Tory Lanez raps on money over fallouts, which had a lot of people saying, yo, that shit makes sense. Your foot got nothing but bones in it. How you get shot in your foot and you don't hit no bones, no tendons, no nothing? October 4th, 2020, Megan Thee Stallion's performance on Saturday Night Live included references to the shooting, rapping in front of a backdrop with the words, protect black women. Megan Thee Stallion comments on racism, sexism, gun violence as it affects black women. So they both went off on separate platforms, right? On October 8th, 2020, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office charged Tory Lanez with felony assault with a semi-automatic firearm. On July 12th, the defendant and the 24-year-old victim got into an argument while they were riding in an SUV in the Hollywood Hills. This is what the prosecutors said in a news release. The victim exited the vehicle, and Peterson, which is Tory Lanez, is accused of shooting several times at her feet and wounding her. Dance, bitch, dance. Bow, 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 like some Yosemite Sam shit. Megan Thee Stallion was actually 25 at the time. Tory Lanez is also charged with carrying a loaded and unregistered firearm in the vehicle, as well as a gun allegation that he personally inflicted great bodily injury, according to the release. October 13th, 2020, a judge issues a protective order against Tory Lanez, forbidding him to get within 100 yards of Megan Thee Stallion. You have been served orally, and the court is ordering your attorney to provide you with the protective order, Los Angeles County Superior Court Judge Miguel Espinoza told Tory Lanez, according to the New York Daily News. In an op-ed for the New York Times published the same day that Megan Thee Stallion discussed the alleged assault by Tory Lanez. I was recently the victim of an act of violence by a man, she writes. After a party, I was shot twice as I walked away from him, she said. We were not in a relationship. Truthfully, I was shocked that I ended up in that place. November 20th, 2020, Megan Thee Stallion releases Good News, which is an album containing a track that references to the case. She says, imagine, nigga lying about shooting a real bitch. Stallion raps on the track that's called Shots Fired. Just no save face for rapper niggas you chill with. July 25th, 2021. Tory Lanez violates the protection order after attending and performing at that year's Rolling Loud Festival. Tory Lanez performed alongside rapper DaBaby just moments after Megan Thee Stallion had left the stage. Remember, he was supposed to be within a certain amount of distance away from her. He violated that order. He went and picked up the bag. As a result, the judge increased his bail from $190,000 to $250,000 the following month, December 14th of 2021. During testimony at a preliminary hearing, Los Angeles Police Department detectives Ryan Stogner revealed more details of the alleged assault. Tory Lanez allegedly yelled, "Dance, bitch," as he fired at Megan Thee Stallion's feet, who he described as being half in, half out of the car. "Dance, bitch, bow, bow." Megan immediately felt pain on her feet and observed blood, fell to the ground, and then crawled to an adjacent driveway of a residence. She described her injuries as bleeding profusely. This is what Stogner said, according to Rolling Stones. February 23rd, 2022, a social media post falsely claims that a pre-trial hearing revealed that Tory Lanez's DNA was nowhere to be found on the gun. The misinformation gained a lot of attention. That's not true. March 11th of 2022, Tory Lanez releases Cap, which contains lyrics aimed at Partisan Fontaine, Megan Thee Stallion's boyfriend. The diss track release follows a back and forth, and the two had gone back and forth on Twitter weeks earlier. April 16th, 2022, Megan Thee Stallion performs a song at Coachella with references to Tory Lanez. Ahead of her performance, Megan teased the new song later released under the name Plan B online. I got this song that I recorded, and every time I play it for a woman, they start jumping and clapping, and I think I want to perform it at Coachella for the first time before I actually drop it, is what she said. April 24th, 2022, Megan Thee Stallion appears on CBS Mornings in her first televised interview directly addressing the shooting. She said, "He is standing up over the window shooting, and I didn't even want to move. I didn't want to move too quick. I don't know if he's going to shoot something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me." Basically, she was saying she froze because she couldn't believe that he was actually firing the gun at her, and she didn't want to be shot and killed right there in the streets. I remember her saying, "Listen, I'm from the hood. I know how stories like these turn out. So I was doing what I had to do to protect myself," kind of thing, right? All right, Megan Thee Stallion gets vulnerable on hot sophomore album called Traumazine. Now, August 12th of 2020, Megan Thee Stallion drops the album Traumazine, which includes another song that references to the shooting. "I feel like Biggie. Who shot you?" Megan Thee Stallion raps on "Who, me? But everybody knows who shot me, bitch." September 18th, 2022. Singer August Alsina claims that Tory Lanez assaulted him. Alsina shared a photo of himself in an elevator with blood on his face, detailing his exchange with Tory Lanez. "There was never a fight," Alsina writes in the lengthy post. "Simply an assault. Dude has no real friends, and he is on a crash out mission." And Alsina actually wrote one lengthy ass thing. Let me see if I can read it for you. He says, "As I'm exiting the building after the show last night, a 4'11" sized leprechaun ran down on me with 8 oversized security niggas, whom I greeted each individually upon their walk up as they tried to press me. Whole time, I'm one deep, no security." Tory continues to ask, with a broken ego, why I didn't dap him up. I goes to tell him I was a fan of him and I didn't understand him speaking on my business publicly in the past because I don't know him or ever met him until last night. So when he spoke, it caught me off guard because of his past actions. I assumed he didn't like me, that's all. Not to mention, with my history of health and condition, just recently overcoming being paralyzed. My doctor directed me not to compromise my health while I'm out on the road and start shaking a lot of hands. Less hands as possible due to corona and monkeypox. Never any disrespectful words were exchanged, so I was a bit confused as to somehow he turned himself up with anger after hitting a blunt that was laced with cocaine, obviously. I heard the fizzle, and he snuck me when I turned my head to move to the side amongst all his angsty moving to keep an eye on the endless niggas that was with him surrounding me, which was security and some niggas with a gun tucked, whom he then proceeded to run behind and hide to run back in the building where there was never a fight, simply an assault. Dude has no real friends and he's on a crash out mission. With that said, I was going to keep it G and not come to the internet, but you moving with foul intentions, feeding falsified falsities to blogs to look for a moment, because them moments ain't happening on stage for you. I will assist you in that gracefully. His people got the whole thing on camera. Put the footage out. I'd like to see it. Anyways, let me go clean this blood off my face with some hashtag Encina Wellness. September 23rd, 2022, the rapper DaBaby releases Baby on Baby 2, an album that features the song Boogeyman with lyrics referencing the incident. You play with me? That shit was childish. DaBaby raps. The day before she said that Tory Lanez shot her, I was fucking on Megan Thee Stallion. That's what, and now there's no relationship between Megan and DaBaby anymore. I mean, the day before she said Tory shot her, I was fucking on Megan. Really? October 4th, 2022, in an interview with the Off the Record podcast, Tory Lanez acknowledges the trial and a decade in prison being on the table, waiting for him that he could face. Guys, I'm actively facing 24 years next month, he said. I remember him saying, I don't know if because I'm not acting like I'm scared or I make it look good or whatever, but I'm telling you right now that I'm facing 24 years. October 26, 2022, Tory Lanez is placed under house arrest until the trial begins. He also ordered to wear an ankle monitor all the time. The decision is made citing another violation of Tory Lanez's bail in which he allegedly attacked singer August Alsina. November 4th, 2022, rapper 21 Savage and Drake released a new album called Her Loss. It includes Circo Loco, where Drake's referenced the shooting and cast doubt on Megan Thee Stallion. This bitch lie about getting shots, but she's still a stallion, Drake raps. She don't even get the joke, but she's still smiling. And December 5th of 2022, jury selection for the trial had begun will begin. December 5th, jury selection begins in Los Angeles for Tory Lanez trial. Listen, let me close this video like this. I think Tory going to prison. I think Tory Lanez is going to prison. I think he's going to get some time. I don't know how much time they're going to give him, but I think he's going to get some time. I want you to stay with NPR.org. They are going to give us an update, details of the case as it unfolds. This shit about to be out of hand. Damn it, man. Leave y'all comments in the comment section below and I'll catch you on the next video. You already know, if the topic is hot, we're on it. I'm out. Peace.